Please silence your cell phones, and then please stand for the national anthem and remain standing for the processional of staff and faculty.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And oh, my soul so weary, when troubles come and my heart burdened be, then I am still and wait here in silence till you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. Raise me up to more than I can be.
Good morning, and welcome to the Harbor School of Baltimore's 2021 commencement exercises. I know I speak for all of the students, staff, and especially this graduating class when I say that we are so happy you are here to celebrate with us today. I had my greetings completely written out and ready to go until yesterday, when I had the privilege of attending the Annapolis graduation. I was listening to Noelle Butler's opening comments, and she was explaining that Dr. Jacobs was there, as she will hear in a few minutes, would enter the room and lead our graduates up the aisle onto the stage, and you will see a huge smile on her face and great pride. And you will see that same joy and pride on the face of our parents and our faculty as the students come in. Dr. Jacobs will bring the students in slowly. so we can all savor the joy of the moment and have a second to reflect on what today means. Noelle explained that this happens because Dr. Jacobs knows that the journey to today is far longer than the aisle into the field house that today is. I love the analogy of a journey because a journey implies that there were times of challenges, but there were also times of great joy. This year, too, has been a year of challenges. It is easy to dwell on all of the parts of the year that were difficult. However, since you all can do that, I'm going to skip it. I found myself reflecting on a statement made by Amy Emerson at her contract talk this spring, where she said to me, "You know, Martha, it's been kind of a hard year, but there have been so many good things that have happened. In fact, it was a great year." And she was right. It was a very good year. For our staff, this was the year where we not only had the opportunity to practice flexibility, we conquered it. We learned that not only can you teach an old dog new tricks, we could become pros at the new technology and teaching techniques that were required to meet our students' needs for in-person, hybrid, and all virtual instruction. Your students learned and grew because of your talent and your love. Most importantly, you proved that your words of supporting each other were true based on your actions. I am humbled every day by your hard work, your dedication to your craft, and your love of your students. Thank you for this year. Thank you for your expertise, thank you for your talent, and thank you for your taking care of your students and each other. It was a good year. In a similar way, our parents and families have had a journey to this moment. For some of you, the challenges of a pandemic were nothing compared to the challenges of getting to today. You are the parents who have worked fearlessly to ensure your student would walk across stage today. You were the parents who fought to make sure that your students would be successful. And we know that success breeds success. I know that each of you has done a fine job raising your child. You have raised a child who is a good person and has good character. There is really no greater compliment I can give you than that. I hope you will not just celebrate your student today, but you will take a moment to celebrate your own hard work that brought you to today. Thank you for partnering with Harbor, and thank you for sharing this part of the journey for us. We are looking forward to your child's next step in the journey, and we are excited to see what they will do. Please stand and greet Dr. Jacobs and the 2021 graduating class.
Ladies and gentlemen, the high school graduating class 2021. Be seated. I know those of you out there have invested a great deal in these kids. And I know that you people sitting over here have invested a great deal in these students. Together, we have brought them to this place, and now they are about to leave us. And so we have a wish for them as they do. Our performing arts teacher, Leo Smith, is going to give you our musical version of what we hope for our kids.
Single breath for granted. God forbid love ever leave you empty-handed. I hope you still feel small when you stand beside the ocean. Whenever one door closes, I hope one more opens. Promise me that you'll give faith a fighting chance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance. I hope you dance. I hope you never fear those mountains in the distance. Never settle for the path of the least resistance. Living might mean making chances, but they're worth taking. Loving might be a mistake, but it's worth making. Don't let some hurtful heart leave you bitter. When you come close to selling out, reconsider. Give the heavens above more than just a passing glance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance. I hope you dance. I hope you dance. I hope you dance. I hope you still feel small when you stand beside the ocean. Whenever one door closes, I hope one more opens. Promise me that you'll give faith a fighting chance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, dance. I hope you dance. I hope you dance. I hope you dance.
As you can see, teaching isn't the only talent that our staff has. Beautiful way of thinking. Well, this is one of my favorite times of the year because it all comes together. All of that work, all of that effort to bring our kids to this spot. We're inside our building. This is the day we planned to have graduation. This is when we scheduled it for, and we're doing it. Is that wonderful or what? You know, it's been a struggle, but for the last 15 months, we have been knee-deep in fear and trepidation. And this year, the rebirth that spring always brings to us, it has even more special meaning. I'm very glad you're all here, and most importantly, I'm really delighted that these young people, these very special young people, are on the stage. These kids have had a senior year to remember. We have done our best to give these students every senior year experience that we have promised them. And we have done pretty well. But will the senior class rise again? We're going to salute you again. During these last several months, we've put a lot of energy to avoid becoming physically ill. We've even distanced ourselves from each other and from many aspects of our lives. And in many ways, we've all become risk adverse. But really, there are two areas that are much more risky than any pandemic. I believe the two most risky behaviors that human beings can engage in are learning and loving. Learning scares the mind, and loving scares the heart. Every student on this stage and every student in this school have faced learning challenges. And dare I say, I'll bet you that every person in this room has faced some sort of learning challenge. All of us have. Yet, when we get kids, sometimes they come to us with the notion that they are not very smart. And I want to make this really clear, and these kids up here, they already know it. But there is not a single student at the Harbor School who is not very smart. The staff, we all know that because of all the times they get over with us. But when our kids come to us with this kind of attitude, they come having been taught by a less wonderful school that they don't have the skill set to learn. But nothing could be further from the truth. The problem is that having been taught this idea by incompetent and poor teachers, they have come to believe this about themselves. So they are afraid to take the risk to try and learn again, because they don't want to risk future failure. Our job at Harbor, right off the bat, is to show our kids that this is a fine, fine school. And at this fine, fine school, it is safe to take a risk to try and learn again. Because if you fail, somebody will be there to catch you. And if you stumble, nobody will let you be embarrassed for that one single moment. And we believe that next you will learn. And there are. Our kids do, as evidenced by their achievements on this stage. Then there is the risk of the heart. Taking the risk to open your heart and love someone or something. Well, that's risky. Some of us have been hurt, and having been hurt, are bound and determined we're not going to let that happen again. If we behave that way, we gain the safety of not having to worry about a broken heart. But there really are no gains in life without consequent losses. There are all kinds of love, and they're not all romantic love, but all love carries the risk of a broken heart. Martha told me I'm not supposed to say the next part, but it's true. Candy and Snap just turned 13 last month. I know that our hearts could be broken in the not too distant future. Yet we will not be sorry for the love we gave them, nor for the love that we received from them. Because that's how it is with love. I had a good friend once who was known for her exuberant emotions, and people said to her, "Boy." And she said, and then she was also known for really getting down in the dumps when things went wrong. And people said, "Boy." She said, "No, I don't like being down in the dumps when things go wrong. But I don't want to give up. If the price for that is giving up the high, no, I won't do that." So that's the thing. That's the thing. We have a most amazing staff. And as I'm sure you've seen during your child's years at Harbor, and during this pandemic that thankfully seems to be winding down, Harbor has delivered the best services of any school during this pandemic. And yes, I am biased, but I'm not the only person who has said this. Multiple school districts have told us how impressed they are with what we have done. You may already know this, but our staff loves these kids. They are ready and do go to the ends of the earth for their Harbor kids. And they will say, "My kids." And they're right. So I would like to ask these people who make us a fine, fine school, will these fine, fine staff stand up, please? It is their dedication and skill set on behalf of our students that make us the kind of school that we are, and of which I am incredibly proud. Many of us have heard the message that love is kind and love is patient. In reality, it is seldom either of these things. Love is hard work. Sometimes we love in spite of the struggles, or maybe it's because of them. I think of the graduates on this stage and how much love has been poured into them by you, their parents, friends, and family, and our staff. I think of the struggles to get them to this day, and I know how much more we love them this day because of the victory over those struggles. Albert Einstein said there are two ways to view life. One is to act as if nothing is a miracle. The other is to think that everything is a miracle. I choose to believe everything is a miracle. And here we are today, and surely this is a miracle. I think love is hard, and I think love is tough. Love is a survivor. Love says, "Bring it on. You belong to me, and I will be there for you." Love says, "I might kick your butt, but nobody else better be doing that kicking." And love says, if somebody else kicks your butt, I will be all over them, because I'm the only one that can do that. Love says, "Let me hold your hand and bask in the joy of what we can do together." Love says we are two horses hitched and moving in the same direction. Love gives our hearts to a person or a thing. Love is passion written boldly. Love says, "I'm not afraid to leave the shore, and I'm going to fully commit to this activity, this person, or this subject." That's scary. That's scary. When we lose sight of the shore, we don't know if we can get back to the safety of the land. Perhaps that is why it is easier to love a thing rather than a person, because we have a bit more control over that. But loving a person has its own blessings. Loving a thing or an activity can transport us into a world away from the stress of everyday life. We engage in that activity and come back to the real world, renewed and ready to go. Loving a person is similar. Each of us has things we do not like about ourselves. But when we love someone, it is not that we do not see those things, it is that they really are no barrier to the love we feel. When someone loves us, we receive that gift as well, and it makes it easier for us to love ourselves. If love is so wonderful, why don't we do more of it? The answer to that is relatively simple. To everything, there is a season, and love is no different. Some loves are with us for a very specific amount of time, some for a short time, and some for a lifetime. When love leaves us, it is painful. That is the reason some of us decide not to love again and to be afraid and not to care deeply or passionately about a person, a cause, or an activity because of what happens when that love is taken away. It's never pretty, but the alternative isn't so hot either. It's important to be willing to step off that shore, to get away from that security, and take the risk to learn something new and to love. Are we opening our hearts to being wounded? You bet we are. Are we risking failure? Yep, you bet we are. But failure is seldom fatal, and many failures lead to success. Michael Jordan always talked about the number of missed baskets on his way to over 12,000 baskets. And the fact that he missed 50% of the time. But that didn't stop him from the next time he wanted to do a fast break and hit that basket. And failure cannot stop us either. The graduates on this stage are stepping out from the shore. They're stepping out from under the safe harbor bubble. Hopefully, they will take some risks. And undoubtedly, like every one of us, they will experience some failure. You and Harbor have raised them up to be brave and courageous. Like you, Harbor has taken the risk to love them deeply. And as they leave our school and leave the safety of our shore, my wish is that they will be strong enough to share the love that they have received with someone else. The great thing about risking love is that you never use it up. So the more you love, the more love you have to give. We have very far to go, but let's never forget or lose sight of how far we have come. Thank you. So, as we continue with showing off how talented our staff is, Dr. Rhonda Ford, who doubles as our school psychologist, is now going to tell you what we feel about this day. Dr. Ford?
Each day I live, I want to be a day to give the best of me.
I walked in without the mace. I noticed the stand was empty. This mace, which is supposed to be a symbol of power, it's in your program book. It was made by the woodshop teachers at the Harbor School of Baltimore. Loretta Tomes made this with her kids. So it's pretty special. Thank you, Maggie. I'll have it for the recession. I know a lot of kids who have graduated from big programs, most of them public school programs, and they're remarkable for their anonymity and lack of attention to the individual student. Well, that's not who we are at Harvard. So one of these special parts of our graduation is when each student delivers his or her own graduation message.
Good afternoon. It is my honor to introduce the graduates to give you their graduating messages. Our first graduate is Monet Dickens.
Good afternoon. I attended the Harvard School for 8 years. School was challenging, but because of the support of the teachers at the Harvard School, I never gave up. I have made a lot of great friends and will surely miss them. I would like to thank my teachers for helping me. Mr. Benitez, you helped me stay active and gave me great advice. Mr. Johnson for helping me with my reading and writing. Ms. Levin for helping with history and my personal issues. And Dr. Ford. Dr. Ford, you were a mother figure to me since middle school. You helped me through so much and I could not have done it without you. I would like to thank my friends for having my back. We had great times together and I will miss it. Last but not least, I would like to thank my parents. You have always been there for me. I know raising a teenage girl was not easy. I made some mistakes, but I could not have gotten through without your love and support. I am forever grateful for raising me to be a strong, independent woman and being here today. In the future, I would like to have a career as a professional chef or a massage therapist. Congratulations to the class of 2021.
Our next graduate is Quincy Felix.
Good afternoon. Thank you for coming to graduation. My name is Quincy Felix. I'm proud and blessed to be in class of 21 graduation. The Harvard School was the best school for me because it helped me to be a more leader, be more active, be more confident in myself, and be more responsibilities for things that need to be taken care of. The Harvard School also helped me with my reading and writing, which I had struggled for a long time. It wasn't easy for me to pronounce words correctly, or spell words correctly. It took me a long time to understand reading and writing. It wouldn't be bad if I didn't really practice my vocabulary spelling. Other schools wouldn't help me with my vocabulary spelling and let me sit at the table in the back of the class because of my autism. My greatest memory while Harvard is when I ended a double overtime basketball game at Annapolis Harbor School. My other greatest memory in the Harbor School is when I had a hot streak in the football game playing at Annapolis. I had 2 or 3 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. The harbor school helped me through the saddest times that I had gone through, like my father, my grandfather, and my cousin passing away. These were the most disheartening things that I ever had in my life. My cousin, Kelly Winter Perry, was a wonderful cousin. She was like a sister to me that I could always talk to. She liked spending time with her family, like me, and she was always kind to everybody. She was like an angel to her family and the people that she loved the most. I thank God for spending my last time with my cousin on the family road trip, and the last time we spoke with each other. I thank God for Kelly Winter Perry as my cousin. My father and my grandfather were like kings to me because of their personality and the spirits that carried with them made me who I am today. I'll never forget what my grandfather taught me. Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding are the three main things of life. I thank God having Leroy Tony as my grandfather and Jerome Cesar Felix as my father. Without them, I couldn't have made it today or tomorrow. In the future, I'm planning to be a computer repair technician, being a music producer, and getting my driver's license. I want to thank my mom and grandmother for supporting me at school. And I want to thank my dad and my grandfather for being in my life for those 18 years. And I want to thank all my teachers for being the best supported teachers that I could ever have. I also want to thank my friends and best friends for being out there for me. I want to thank my mom again because she has been fighting for my life for those 18 years. And I see what she's going through. When she's feeling down, angry, or stressed, I always call my mom and tell her everything's going to be okay. I thank God for Linnell Green as my mother today. Thank you everybody to come to this graduation and mean the world to me. I couldn't have done it without my friends and family. Thank you.
Our next graduate is Herbie Fleming.
Good afternoon. I'm happy for all of you came today. The harbor is the best for me because I made so many friends. It's easier to have a conversation with people here. Everyone is so nice. Harbor helped me to use strategies when I'm stressed or I'm upset. One of my favorite things to do in high school is to work in the kitchen. Every day, I love making French bread pizza and sloppy joes for lunch. I help to put all the dishes away. My favorite memory thing is when I went to senior trip to in the harbor. We went to Maryland Science Center and looked at the animals. We missed having class with my teacher. I will miss talking and hanging out with my friends. My future plans to work at NBC Suites or to be a dishwasher. I want to move in an apartment with my longtime friend. I want to visit Florida and go to the beach. Thank you, Mr. Ernst, for helping me how to cook. And I want to say thank you to Ms. Beach for taking me to work every Thursday at NBC. I also want to thank Ms. Mervyn Saul for independent living, career development because they helped me with my classwork. Lastly, I want to say thank you to my parents because they helped me with homework and everything. Thank you. We all miss you. We did it.
48.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The Harbor School was an extraordinary educational place for me because it put me in a variety of peers with different ethnic backgrounds, disabilities I would have previously known about. Aside from my own disabilities, I got a chance to learn a little bit about my peers' disabilities as well. The Harbor School years practically opened chapters in my education that I have become significant interest to. For example, Mr. Nykerk and Ms. Levan discussed and understand current and historical events that are being discussed around the world and in our country. Other staff shout-outs go to Mr. Barton and Ms. Marion for having phenomenal methods of explaining subjects I took in their class, such as geometry and financial algebra. In CRD, with Ms. Mayer and Ms. Saul, as a class, we discussed our career interests and I was able to complete in-depth research on my careers of interest. After school, I'm going to look in auto body, diesel mechanics, and agriculture industry. This industry includes collision repair, body kits, upholstery, and more. I know that our courses I took with Ms. Karsten and Deborah will help improve my career in auto body industry. My career path may require various classes, geometry and woodwork, which I learned at our school. To achieve this, I will go to community college and transfer completion credits towards a trade school. Lastly, I'd like to thank my parents and family for support.
Our next graduate is Israel Daniel Jacobson.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming to this event. I really appreciate it. The Harbor School is the best school for me because the curriculum is self-paced. I like the sorting method because it means that I can take my time with assignments. Also, there used to be Village on Fridays, which taught me skills such as using money wisely and job skills such as time management. A great memory I have about the Harbor School is that I've enjoyed doing fun activities like research projects. For example, I researched fun facts about Isaac Newton in Ms. Pastor's history class. I've also enjoyed telling students and teachers about new facts and opinions. For example, I enjoy asking my economics teacher, named Mr. Nykerk, a question that interested me, which was how can I access music fan clubs? My future plans include going to CCBC College, where I plan to study English and advanced math like calculus with the goal of becoming an epidemiologist. Just so you know, epidemiology is the study of how diseases spread. I hope to have a job in the laboratory and develop new inventions regarding medicine. Thank you, Ms. Harrison, for improving my interviewing skills. I now have a better understanding of how to answer interview questions. For example, thank you for doing many sessions and practicing this with me and influencing me to improve on A behavior I need to work on. Also, thank you, Mr. Hargis, for improving my writing skills, like with my essay on book called Glass Menagerie, and with my independent seminar project regarding space junk. The terms independent seminar project and space junk are connected because I chose to do a project related to technology involving degree in space, which comes from various space equipment. Also, thank you to Mr. Oletsky for making me part of the Harbor School's morning show. This made me feel honored, because I got to talk about my entertainment interests like sound effects. A good memory I have of him is that he played count music, instrumental music by Taiko, and learning about camera angles and objects. Furthermore, thank you, Mr. Byrne, for teaching me about engineering skills such as identifying structural errors and making sure strong materials are used. Also, thank you to Ms. Adams for helping me improve and accomplish my independent seminar project. I really appreciate it. Also, thank you my caregiver, Linwood Gaines, for helping me clean one of my rooms and being an excellent role model overall. Lastly, thank you to Mom and Abba for building my self-esteem by encouraging me to try new things such as new foods. Also, thank you for making me more independent, but by encouraging me to self-check emails and homework. Thank you for giving me foods and playing. Thank you for giving me food and playing things alike. I love you for that. Thank you for attending my event. I really appreciate it. Congratulations to the rest of the 2021 Harvard graduate class. Have a good day.
Our next graduate is Jaden Jones.
Hello everyone, my name is Jaden Jones and welcome to the Harvard School Graduation. I'm 22 years old, I'm nice with others, and I'm a good artist. I like the Harvard School because I get to go to the gym for free time, and you can take walks around the school if you're feeling stressed. My favorite time at school is when I was in an open gym every Friday and I played football with my friends. I will miss all the fun stuff in the gym every week. My plans for the future are going to college if I have the chance, so I can be a great artist when I grow up. I would like to thank all my staff for helping me with my work so I can graduate, including Mr. Barton and Ms. Mosby with math, Mr. Benitez with sports, Mr. Johnson with reading and writing, and Mr. Nykerk with history. Lastly, I would like to thank my family and friends for supporting me throughout my years of high school. Thank you to my mom for being there for me, and also my brother Torian for helping me with my homework sometimes. I am proud of myself for my accomplishments, and I want to thank you all for coming to the Harvard School graduation.
Our next graduate is Hope Melvin.
Good afternoon, everyone. The Harvard School was the best school for me because I learned so much. I got to the point of moving on from this Harvard School, even though it was a fine school. I will be happy when I get my high school diploma. My favorite Harvard School memory is going to teen club on the weekend. I will really miss being in teen club. I will also miss other great things about the Harvard School. My plan for the future is going to college. I'm thinking about going to FCC or Hood College. The major I'm going to study is acting and zoology. I also might work at the Catoctin Zoo in Fairmont, Maryland. I also want to live on campus at Hood College. Possibly, I would like to thank all of my teachers for having me there, including Miss Willard, Miss Perdente, Miss Manella, and Miss Fletcher. I would also like to thank my parents and my sister for being there for me.
Our next graduate is Max Pennington.
Hello everyone. Thank you all for seeing me and everyone else graduating here. Harbor has been a great school for me. Even though I just came here right before COVID hit, being here has been a great experience. Harbor has taught me a lot of skills needed to graduate and helped prepare me for the world ahead. I gained a lot of new experiences both in person and online, from normal classwork to community service. One of my favorite activities I'm going to miss while I was still in person was going out into the woods to conduct studies on the surrounding areas and its property. I personally love computers and all of the aspects of them, even though I only use them to play games, so I want to learn more about them. After graduating, I plan to head right into community college to learn more about IT or cybersecurity or simply computer-based subjects like programming, coding, developing, and animating. This has been a blast for my senior year, and I feel like I should have had another 3 whole grades to go through. I'd like to say thank you to all the wonderful teachers here who have helped me reach this point. And thank you, Mr. Barton, Mr. Hargis, Ms. Hoy, Ms. Pasco, and Ms. Mayer for having me in all of your fun classes. And thank you to all my friends and family who have come to see this huge turning point in my life.
Our next graduate is Sebastian Slade Lee.
Greetings, class of 2021. Good afternoon, friends, family, and staff. Thank you for all your support and helping us reach this day. I've been at Harvard for a long time. During that time, I felt safe, happy, and I've made a lot of friends. Also got the help that I needed because there were so many staff members and so few students. Staff members get to know you really well so they can teach you better as a result. I worked hard and completed all my courses, and I did an honors history class. I'm proud of that. One of my favorite memories at Harvard was is when we went to the championship game, and I was one of the captains. I felt like the coaches trusted me and counted on me on the field. We won the soccer championship, but however, we did not win the championship game for the football. I'm so proud that we made it to that point. After graduation, I will be working at Cays Valley Golf Course as a landscaper. I'm familiar with that type of work due to my experience as a student worker. I enjoy being outside. Hopefully in the future, I will work with young children who are learning English through the ESOL program. I would like to thank Mr. Hargis and Mrs. Hargis because they have been here since I started. Mrs. Hargis was my first teacher. She was great. Mr. Hargis has always made learning fun and interesting. I'd also like to thank Ms. Stevenson, who has helped me through life's stressful events, the deaths of all my grandparents, and my dog. I would like to thank Ms. Schneider and Dr. Jacobs, who have always made me feel welcomed and encouraged me. I also like to thank the staff and teachers for working with me and helping me along the way. Most importantly, I'd like to thank my friends and family, especially my mother. She fought very hard for me to get into the school. I'm very grateful for her. I would not be the person who I am today if it wasn't for her love and support. Words cannot express words cannot express my family and my gratitude to the Harvard School. Thank you for accepting me and working with me and helping me achieve my goals. The school has given me life that my family was told I could never achieve. I am forever grateful. I would like to present this check to the Harbor School for my gratitude.
I used to be taller than you. I don't know what happened. I remember when you were little, just a puppy. And now look, you're a full-grown man with a furry face. Good luck, Smack.
Our next graduate is Logan Snyder.
The Harbor School was the best school for me because it has helped me reach my goals and to be ready for the next chapter in my life. The greatest Harbor memory I have is helping Miss Emerson and Miss Stedman with the fire drills, and I will definitely miss helping with the fire drills. I will also miss being funny with Mr. Johnson by saying, "Dan, get out, go find someone else to bother." Talking about fried pickles and fried ice cream, and singing Victor Vito and other Lori Berkner songs. My future plans are to become a firefighter and eventually become an EMT and drive an ambulance. Thank you to Miss Stedman and Miss Emerson for always letting me help with the fire drills. Thank you to Mr. Johnson for always being funny with me. Thank you to Miss Filiberto and Miss Carson for having me in their awesome homeroom. Thank you to all teachers at Harbor for always being kind and helpful to me. Also, thank you to my amazing parents for helping me get into such a fine, fine school. And a big special thank you to my nanny and my great-grandfather, Great Jack, who's always watching over me, and for wanting me to come to Harbor and also helped me get into Harbor.
Our next graduate is Darielle Young. I'm a little nervous, so. Hello, families, friends, teachers, and our graduates. I have been at the Harbor School for about 3 years. I started here in 10th grade. The Harbor School was a great experience for me. I achieved things that I struggled with, and that is a big thing for me. It's actually the best school I went to, with the best teachers who are very helpful, good friends, and so much more. My favorite memory at the Harbor School is when I was in a play named Wizard of Oz. I played the role of Dorothy. I honestly didn't know I could act or even sing, but Mr. Kennedy and Ms. Osmond proved me wrong and brought me out abilities and talents that I didn't know I had. Thank you, Mr. Kennedy and Ms. Osmond. For my future plans, I will be attending college at CCBC and major in dance. I wish I could dance and act right away, but it doesn't work like that. My next goal is to get a job. I already have my card. I just need to get my license. Thank you to all the staff and teachers for so much you have done for me and everyone else. But I want to give a couple shout outs to some teachers who have really helped me a lot and gave me good advice. Ms. Levin, thank you for your yummy snacks and advice. Thanks to Chef Emerson for the amazing food. Mr. Kennedy and Ms. Osman, thank you for believing in me and helping me show things to the world I didn't know I had in me. Ms. Belucho, thank you for helping me succeed in life and getting the help I need. And finally, last but not least, Ms. Benitez, thank you so much for everything. You have been there for me when I had rough days at school, even the good days at school. Thank you for the advice you have given me and for just being an amazing active mentor. Thank you to my parents, family, friends, everyone who's close to me. You know who you are, and I love you so much. I am very grateful for you. But before I close, I really want to thank my mother for being as strong as you are. For being everything to me, I'm very grateful for you, and I love you very much. Give so much thanks to God. Nothing in my side and has always been my top priority, no matter what. Thank you to the audience and everyone who listened to my speech. Congrats to the 2021 graduates, we did it. Thank you.
You know, I don't know how many of you would have the courage and the talent to get up in front of this large audience and give a presentation. I'm always very, very impressed with our kids, not just the quality of their speech, but the quality of their thoughts and their courage and strength to get up in front of this audience and to speak. So we have some fine, fine students. There are many special things about a Harbor School graduation, and this next portion is certainly one of them. When I call your name, would you please rise until your student can come to you? Will Teresa Baker and Boris Dickens please rise? Will we now bring, please rise. Please rise. rise. Will Hillary Jacobson Kent and Akiva Kent please rise? Will Lakeisha Jones please rise? Will Margaret and Walter Melvin please rise? trusting us with one of the most significant trusts, and that is providing your child an appropriate education. It's a big deal, and we're very grateful that you trust us to do that. Thank you. Before we move into the special awards and granting of the diploma, I've been talking a lot about how special the faculty is here at Harvard. And we have a member of our faculty who's here today who's been out on medical leave, but she is a remarkable, remarkable teacher of our youngest, littlest angels. And if there was ever anybody who could teach someone to read or other skills, it would be Gail Pickard. And we are thrilled to have her here with us today. Gail? Gail has truly been the wind beneath the wings of many of our youngest kids and certainly of our faculty. So, good to see you, Gail. And now it's time for the special awards. This is the run-up to the main event. So these are special awards, and the first award is a State of Maryland Scholarship Award. And this award is being awarded today to Yisrael Daniel Jacobson. YD. This is because your teachers think that you are an example of this graduating class as someone who has made significant contributions. There's no money. It's from the state of Maryland. MSDE is very good at awards, not so much money. This next award is, first of all, is from United States Senator Chris Van Hollen. Dear Hope, I am delighted to present to you the Van Hollen Public Service Award. This recognition is awarded to a student who has demonstrated outstanding and invaluable community service. You have been selected by your school, the Harbor School of Baltimore, as its 2021 recipient. You have been an active participant in your school and community for many years. Through your many hours of community service, you have shown that you understand the importance of giving of yourself to make a difference in the lives of others. It is with my gratitude and appreciation that I commend you on your contribution to our community and present you with this certificate of congressional recognition. Congratulations, Chris Van Hollen, United States Senator. And in addition to this award, you are also presented with the Harbor School Award for the most community service hours. Did your mom get the picture? Did you get it? Thank you. You know, this is a special event. If we have to hold it up for 30 seconds so somebody can get a picture, I'm good with that. So just let me know, okay? Don't worry, not to worry. Okay, now we have the county citations. And these citations are prepared by John Olszewski. Did you hear how nice I said that? Takes practice. Mr. Olszewski is the county executive of Baltimore County, but he prepares these awards for all students at the Harbor School, regardless of their county of residence. So, Monet, step right up. Monet Dickens, in recognition of your graduation from the Harbor School at Baltimore, your diligence in accomplishing goals and upholding a strong work ethic is simply admirable. This academic achievement is an outstanding accomplishment and serves as an example for young people across our community. On behalf of the people of Baltimore County, I'm proud to congratulate you on your graduation and applaud your dedication to self-enrichment, and wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Given under my hand and the great seal of Baltimore County, this 6th day of June in the year of 2021, John A. Olszewski, County Executive. Thank you. I appreciate the thumbs up when you got it. Quincy? Quincy Felix, in recognition of your graduation from the Harbor School of Baltimore, your diligence in showing perseverance and meeting academic and personal goals is simply admirable. This academic achievement is an outstanding accomplishment and serves as an example for young people across all of our communities. On behalf of the people of Baltimore County, I'm proud to congratulate you on your graduation, applaud your dedication to self-enrichment, and wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Given under my hand and the great seal of Baltimore County, the 6th day of June in the year 2021, John A. Olszewski, Jr., County Executive. Herbie? Executive citation. Herbie Fleming, in recognition of your graduation from the Harbor School at Baltimore, your ability to complete any task with a positive attitude is simply admirable. This academic achievement is an outstanding accomplishment and serves as an example for young people across our communities. On behalf of the people of Baltimore County, I'm proud to congratulate you on your graduation, applaud your dedication to self-enrichment, and wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Given under my hand and the great seal of Baltimore County, this 6th day of June in the year 2021, John A. Olszewski, Jr., County Executive. Congratulations. Stay a while. You're welcome. Joseph Fortier. Executive side, you have to face the audience and get a good picture. It's trouble when you're famous, you get used to it. Executive citation. In recognition of your graduation from the Harbor School of Baltimore, your dedication to learning and upholding a strong work ethic is simply admirable. The academic achievement is an outstanding accomplishment and serves as an example for young people across our community. On behalf of the people of Baltimore County, I am proud to congratulate you on your graduation, applaud your dedication to self-enrichment, and wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Given under my hand and the great seal of Baltimore County, this 6th day of June in the year 2021, John A. Olszewski, Jr., County Executive. Oh, one more, hold on. You're famous, you know? One more picture. Got it. YD? Executive citation. Israel Jacobson, in recognition of your graduation from the Harbor School at Baltimore, your drive to learn technology and service in your community is simply admirable. This academic achievement is an outstanding accomplishment and serves as an example for young people across our communities. On behalf of the people of Baltimore County, I'm proud to congratulate you on your graduation, applaud your dedication to self-enrichment, and wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Given under my hand and the great seal of Baltimore County, this 6th day of June in the year 2021, John A. Olszewski, Jr., County Executive. Congratulations. Jaden? Jaden Isaiah Jones, in recognition of your graduation from the Harbor School of Baltimore, your excellence in art and other creative endeavors is simply admirable. The academic achievement is an outstanding accomplishment and serves as an example for young people across our communities. On behalf of the people of Baltimore County, I am proud to congratulate you on your graduation, applaud your dedication to self-enrichment, and wish you well in all your future endeavors. Given under my hand and the great seal of Baltimore County, this day, 6th day of June in the year 2021, John A. Oshesky, County Executive. Congratulations. Hope? Executive citation. Hope E. Melnick, in recognition of your graduation from the Harbor School of Baltimore, your social growth and your dedication for working with children in the community is simply admirable. The academic achievement is an outstanding accomplishment and serves as an example for young people across our communities. On behalf of the young people of Baltimore County, I am proud to congratulate you on your graduation, applaud your dedication to self-enrichment, and wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Given under my hand and the great seal of Baltimore County, this 6th day of June in the year 2021, John A. Oshesky Jr., County Executive. Max? Executive citation. Max Avery Pennington. In recognition of your graduation from the Harbor School of Baltimore, your inquisitive nature and dedication towards engineering is simply admirable. This academic achievement is an outstanding accomplishment and serves as an example for young people across our communities. On behalf of the people of Baltimore County, I am proud to congratulate you on your graduation, applaud your dedication to self-enrichment, and wish you all the best on your future endeavors. Given under my hand and the great seal of Baltimore County, this day of June, the 6th day of June in the year 2021, John A. Oshesky, County Executive. Sebastian. Don't cry. Executive citation. Sebastian Spady, in recognition of your graduation from the Harbor School of Baltimore, your willingness to help others and your ability to persevere is simply admirable. The academic achievement is an outstanding accomplishment and serves as an example for young people across our communities. On behalf of the people of Baltimore County, I am proud to congratulate you on your graduation, applaud your dedication to self-enrichment, and wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Given under my hand and the great seal of Baltimore County, this 6th day of June in the year 2021, John A. Oshesky Jr., County Executive. Come back here, boy. We're not done with you yet. Logan Weatherman, come on up here. What are you going to do without this guy, Mr. Oletsky? Yeah, what are you going to do without him? He's graduating. Yeah. Executive citation. Logan Edward Snyder, in recognition of your graduation from the Harbor School of Baltimore, your dedication to public service and drive for your personal goals is simply admirable. This academic achievement is an outstanding accomplishment and serves as an example for young people across our communities. On behalf of the people of Baltimore County, I am proud to congratulate you on your graduation, applaud your dedication to self-enrichment, and wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Given under my hand and the Great Seal of Baltimore County, the 6th day of June in the year 2021, John A. Oshesky Jr., County Executive. Congratulations. Darielle? Executive citation. Darielle M. Young, in recognition of your graduation from the Harbor School of Baltimore, your excellence in acting skills and other creative endeavors is simply admirable. This academic achievement is an outstanding accomplishment and serves as an example for young people across our communities. On behalf of the people of Baltimore County, I am proud to congratulate you on your graduation, applaud your dedication to self-enrichment, and wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Given under my hand and the Great Seal of Baltimore County, this 6th day of June in the year 2021, John A. Oshesky Jr., County Executive. Now, finally, after all of that, we're finally getting to the point of why we're all here. Kids are going to get their diplomas. It is a tradition at the Harbor School that each student's IEP mentor presents that student for graduation. So I will call up Mr. Hargis, who is going to give us his tip of the day.
Dr. Jacobs, on behalf of the Harbor High School, I present to you Monet Dieris Irene Dickens, who has successfully completed all the high school competencies and is hereby eligible to receive a high school diploma.
Of the Harbor School Board and the Maryland State Board of Education, I am pleased to award you your high school diploma. Mr. Johnson.
Dr. Jacobs, on behalf of the Harbor High School, I present to you Quincy Jerome Peters, who has completed all of the requirements that set forth by the Maryland State Board of Education, and who has successfully completed all of the high school competencies, and is hereby eligible to receive a high school diploma.
Quincy Jerome Felix, by the power vested in me by the Maryland State Board of Education and the Harbor School Board, I hereby award you your high school diploma. Ms. Mayor?
Dr. Jacobs, on behalf of the Harbor High School, I present to you Herbie Fleming, who has completed all the requirements as set forth by the Maryland State Board of Education and who has successfully completed all the high school competencies and is hereby eligible to receive a high school certificate.
by the authority vested in me by the Maryland State Board of Education and the Harbor School Board, I hereby award you your high school certificate. Congratulations. Mr. Harris.
Dr. Jacobs, on behalf of the Harbor High School, I present to you Joseph Fourier, who has completed all the requirements as set forth by the Maryland State Board of Education and who has successfully completed all the high school competencies and is hereby eligible to receive a high school diploma.
Joseph Fourier, by the authority vested in me by the Maryland State Board of Education and the Harbor School Board, I hereby award you your high school diploma. Congratulations. Mr. Harrison.
Dr. Jacobs, on behalf of the Harbor High School, I present to you Israel Daniel Jacobson, who has completed all the requirements as set forth by the Maryland State Board of Education and who has successfully completed all the high school competencies and is hereby eligible to receive a high school diploma.
Israel Daniel Jacobson, on behalf of the Maryland State Board of Education and the Harbor School Board, I hereby award you your high school diploma. Congratulations. Mr. Barton.
Dr. Jacobs, on behalf of the Harbor High School, I present to you Jaden Isaiah Jones, who has completed all the requirements as set forth by the Maryland State Board of Education and who has successfully completed all the high school competencies and is hereby eligible to receive a high school diploma.
Jaden Isaiah Jones, by the authority vested in me by the Maryland State Board of Education and the Harbor Board, I hereby award you your high school diploma. Congratulations. Mr. Barton, we meet again.
And again, Dr. Jacobs, on behalf of the Harbor High School, I present to you Hope E. Milman, who has completed all the requirements as set forth by the Maryland State Board of Education and who has successfully completed all the high school competencies and is hereby eligible to receive a high school diploma.
Hope Emily Melnick, by the authority vested in me by the Maryland State Board of Education and the Board of the Harbor School, I hereby award you your high school diploma. Mr. Martin.
Dr. Jacobs, on behalf...
He's been busy this year. I mean, he's really just voting out graduates.
On behalf of the Harbor High School, I present to you Max Avery Pennington, who has completed all the requirements as set forth by the Maryland State Board of Education, who has successfully completed all the high school competencies and is hereby eligible to receive a high school diploma.
Max Avery Pennington, by the authority vested in me by the Maryland State Board of Education and by the Harbor School Board, I hereby award you your high school diploma. A new face, Miss Mosby.
Dr. Jacobs, on behalf of the Harbor High School, I present to you Sebastian Matisse Slade, who has completed all the requirements as set forth by the Maryland State Board of Education and who has successfully completed all the high school competencies and is hereby eligible to receive a high school diploma.
Sebastian Matisse Lee, by the authority vested in me by the Maryland State Board of Education and by the Harbor Board, I hereby award you your high school diploma. Wait, we're not done. You have to come back. If the photographers aren't done, you want this open? Open. Got to accommodate the paparazzi. Here are our kids. Mr. Alberto, I hope you feel sad.
I do.
Good. Serve you right. Mr. Alberto's retiring.
Dr. Jacobs, on behalf of the Harbor High School, I present to you Logan Edward Snyder, who has completed all the requirements as set forth by the Maryland State Board of Education, who has successfully completed all the high school competencies and is hereby eligible to receive a high school diploma.
Logan Edward Snyder, by the authority vested in me by the Maryland State Board of Education and by the Harbor School Board, I hereby award you your high school diploma. Congratulations. And Mr. Benitez.
Dr. Jacobs, on behalf of the Harbor High School, I present to you Darielle Marie Young, who has completed all the high school competencies and is hereby eligible to receive a high school diploma.
Right across from here where I live. That's my home school. Yeah, that's where this, yeah. We can all get together sometime. Darielle Marie, on behalf of the Maryland State Board of Education and the Harbor School Board, I hereby award you your high school diploma. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2021 graduating class of the There are two more traditions to a high school graduation ceremony. The first is the turning of the ring. So those of you who have rubber school rings, take your ring off, turn it around, and put it back on again, because that's a sign that you have now left the school. Now, the other thing I want you to do, you notice all of you should have your tassel on the right. That means you haven't graduated yet. You'll notice my tassel is on the left. I've graduated. Makes you feel good, doesn't it? Take your tassel and please move it to the other side.